Your dad's giving like a lot of thanks to your husband for being a support for you because you really,
Oh,
really needed that.
oh my
He
God.
always liked your husband, didn't he? Um, the
Oh, wow.
the way that your husband was always just so supportive, because what they show me is that you would care for them, care for them, care for them, and then I'm sorry, but you were just an effing wreck, an absolute wreck.
Yes, that's
And
putting it
then,
nicely.
oh my God, just a
Yeah.
wreck. And your husband has been a rock for you during these passings. He's never made you feel guilty for all the time that you take to take care of your parents. He's always let you do whatever you need to do. He has listened for countless hours. He has wiped millions of tears, and he has loved your parents. He's loved your parents too. I got a mom. She is humorous. She could be quite goofy. You two sat and just laughed and laughed and laughed together. This is a mom who feels like they're giving a reference to my mom. What that tells me is like best friends. It makes me feel like there was such a closeness. This woman was a happy person throughout her life. Her family brought her great joy. Her bond with you as a daughter, I have to say, is one of the most cherished things that she would have had. Who understands this? Okay. The laughter aspect is extremely significant. When
Absolutely.
I'm sitting with her right now, I feel like I'm sitting with a dear friend. And I feel like we laugh about so many things, so many pastimes. It's a lot of remember whens. I feel like we spent a lot of the time toward the end with remember whens, because reminiscing about family and funny stuff in family is the thing. Humor is a family value.
Absolutely.
It makes me feel that your father also would have partook in this as well. Do you understand this piece? If
Yes.
everybody is like, humor is absolutely a family value. They joke with each other, like they sass each other. Do you
Oh,
understand that aspect
yes.
as well?
Ab
So
mhm.
everybody is the expense of a different joke, because she was somebody who liked to have a good time. You
Oh,
understand this?
yes. Yeah.
She definitely would be a social person as well. And so being around people made her so happy. She's got a lot of energy, this woman. This
Yeah.
woman also packs a punch, probably in like the nicest way ever, because she shows up to life, wants to have a good time, is totally present, loves people. She also loved a lot of friends. So she had friends outside of the family as well that would have been
Mhm.
really important to her. A lot of female friends where she would get together with them as well. Like getting together with friends or family and having a drink and, like chatting is her favorite pastime too, like
Yes.
talking to people. So just socializing and talking. When she looks back at life, she's like, this is just one of the things that I would have enjoyed the absolute most. Just being with humans, connecting with humans. I have to say as well, there's something super wise about this woman, because she understood about what was most important in life.
Yes, she did.
She totally understood that. And the way that she talks about it is, when I turn around at the end of my life, it wasn't where we lived. Well, it was because of the people, but it wasn't the house. It wasn't anything material. It wasn't about cars. It was always about time spent. And I knew that was the most important thing my whole life. And you know what? I'm proud of myself, because this woman also had some pride, because she also thought that the way that she did things was the right way a lot of the time. You understand this? Because
Yeah.
she herself was just like a funny person. I'm proud that I spent time connecting with other humans, because that's what this journey is about. It's about how much love can we give and receive. I'd say your mom had some sass for sure.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
oh my gosh. But it's so on the humorous side. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And even though all of you
Totally.
would tell jokes at expense of each other, it wasn't the kind of family where like when someone is the butt of the joke that they walk away angry. It was the kind of family where like it makes everybody laugh, because everybody in your family is able to laugh at themselves. And I know
Yes.
exactly why that is, because there was enough love in the family that people weren't trying to fill up from like chips on their shoulders or things like that. It wasn't like that. Is there a
Nope.
brother or something? Do you understand something about this?
In spirit.
Because your mom's bringing a brother as well right now.
You're gonna
Um,
make me cry with this one.
oh my God, you understand being really, really close with your brother when he was alive?
No,
Mm,
well, I don't want to tell
don't
you.
tell me anything else.
No, I'm not
Um,
gonna say.
I have overwhelming love from your brother. He makes me feel like so close, so close. So I'm trying to ask him why he's
Okay.
bringing me that. Okay, I understand this. Your brother is very much present in spirit, and I feel that you have sensed him after he passed. Do you understand having a better relationship with him in spirit that you are conscious of than you ever did before he passed? Does this make sense to you?
Yes, he passed. Can I say one thing to
Sure.
he passed before I was born.
Aha. Well, then this is why he's giving me this thing where he's like, he tells me that you very much feel the presence of him. You're
100%.
aware that his spirit is around you. And then he
Yes.
says, our relationship is stronger now than it ever would have been before. So that makes
Yes.
sense to me, because sometimes I can't always totally understand why they're saying it in the way they're saying it. I'm going to go back to him saying that we were so close. I'm totally aware that he passed before you were born.
Yeah.
But he makes me feel still that you had like some kind of obsession with your brother throughout your life. Do you understand that?
100%. 100%.
You
No.
always wanted to know about him.
Yes.
Your mom talked to you about him.
Absolutely.
And she tried to tell you as many details as she could about him. And when she talked about him, it was very healing for her. And the fact is, you were this wild child who could totally handle speaking about him, but you
Oh, yeah.
always wanted to know more. Totally obsessed. Your dad was officially wrecked by your brother's passing, if you can understand that, in a way that was very different from your mom.
Very much so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he just was destroyed. When he was here, you understand that he never, never, ever, ever recovered from this.
Absolutely.
Okay. There was a father-son connection in them too. I mean, your father's joy about having a son. There's a certain connection we have that sometimes gender reinforces when we are incarnated, if that makes sense.
Mm.
It's just one more commonality that's quite significant for us as humans that adds this extra layer of bonding, okay? Because your father just felt so bonded to his son. And do you understand your father being like a really lovely, lovely man as well, who's super funny? Because there's something about him that just feels like, I want to give your dad a hug, is the way that I feel. I feel that he also cherished his family. I feel that he was quite responsible, and I feel that he very much made it his thing to make sure that the family was taken care of in any way he could.
Yeah.
He cherished every moment. This is why your parents completely understood how important the most important things in life were. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because they
Yes.
understood how quickly it could be taken away. And
Yes.
I think that's a conversation that they had. It's either that you talked about this in person, or it was just so known by every single person in this family. I really like your dad. Really great guy. And the way that he makes me feel as well is just to tell you about being reunited with your brother. Your father has not, I'm not going to say he's found peace. I'm going to say that he's found like immense joy.
I'm so glad.
Just
Sorry, he recently passed, so it's still a little fresh. Sorry.
no one should ever apologize for crying, especially in this setting.
Yeah.
I have overwhelming thanks and gratitude to you as well. The way that you cared for both of your parents is otherworldly. You know that not every child does that, not the way that you did. Maybe Rick too, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
not every child cares for their parents that way. You didn't even like to leave them toward the end for very long, because the thought of them being
Oh,
lonely, the way that they took care of you, was just, you would not stand for it. Also, your dad shows me you holding his hand a lot of the time. He doesn't look like he's in much of a hospital setting. Do you understand him being
correct.
home? Wouldn't have wanted to be in a home. You would never have let them go somewhere other than their homes, because you knew that that would just break their hearts and make them so uncomfortable. And you would
Yes.
feel, he says you would feel guilty for the rest of your life,
Yes.
even though there were times where you wondered maybe that would be a good thing, because I think taking care of them was so much hard work. Also, are you partnered with somebody? Do you have a partner?
You mean
Married?
like a husband?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. This guy's super sweet too, because your dad's giving like a lot of thanks to your husband for being a support for you, because you really, really needed that.
Oh,
He always liked your husband, didn't he? The,
oh wow.
the way that your husband was always just so supportive, because what they show me is that you would care for them, care for them, care for them, and then I'm sorry, but you were just an effing wreck, an absolute wreck.
Yes, that's
And
putting
then
it nicely.
oh my God, just a
Yeah.
wreck. And your husband has been a rock for you during these passings. He's never made you feel guilty for all the time that you take to take care of your parents. He's always let you do whatever you need to do. He has listened for countless hours. He has wiped millions of tears, and he has loved your parents. He's loved your parents too, because he's seen how much they've done for you, and he knows how much that they meant to you. Your dad is forever grateful, but I believe that he said something about this before he passed as well. If you understand, it's like, thanks to your partner for being such a good guy. And there's a part of your father who also felt guilty toward passing. Do you understand this about all the time that you spent?
Yes.
He makes me feel like I never wanted to be a burden, but it was so much. It was so much. But honestly, it's like I couldn't have beat you away with a stick. Even if I told you that I like needed help from somebody else, you wouldn't have left.
Yeah.
We're talking about loyalty and devotion, even at your own detriment and sacrifice. ripping your own heart out having to see him. He makes me feel like he just wasn't hardly mobile at all toward the end. Do you understand this piece?
Correct. Yes.
Could hardly move. So there were
Yes.
a lot of things that you had to do to take care of him physically.
Yes.
And the love and the dignity that you provided this man to feel as comfortable as he could, which was not comfortable because he
Yeah.
felt embarrassed.
Yes.
But I mean, it just is what it is. Thank you. Sometimes I liked it better when other people who didn't know me came in and helped. Can I just tell you that?
I totally understand. That's exactly how he would feel. Yes.
Yeah, it's exactly how he felt. And
Yeah.
he would just say, I hated you having to take care of me. Do you know that? I hated it.
I know.
And it's not because I didn't love you or I didn't want to be around you, but I hated that you had to do that. Me being a burden for our family is like the worst thing that I could ever imagine. I always wanted to take care of everybody because I know how bad it hurts to feel like you're losing somebody. I never wanted you to go through that. I was always so grateful that your brother died before you were born. I never wanted you or anybody to feel that pain. And it's so interesting because we always say that mothers like losing a child, right? Especially in our society, we always say that. But for your dad, he took it the hardest.
Yes, he
There
did.
was some kind of resilience in your mom that got her through.
Yeah.
And she could even think about her son with joy before she passed. Do you understand that?
Yes. Yes.
She could think about him with joy. She could talk about him with laughter. It was
Yes.
fun for you, and your dad could not partake in those conversations. So it was something only you and your mom did together.
Yes.
Just give me a second. Oh my gosh. I have like crotch sweat and pit sweat, everybody. TMI, I know, but I'm just telling you, I sweat so much. I look like I wet my pants when I stand up. Oh my God. That's not appropriate. I don't know why I went there, but I did. Betsy, I love your family so much.
Thank you. What a gift, Mel. Thank you.
Okay, wait, I can't leave without your brother saying more to you. Okay. This is what I know. Your brother has remained so close near you throughout life. Now, it's really interesting. Did you have instances where you sensed him when you were young? Do you understand this?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I think so too. I don't know if you can remember them, but he makes me feel like he showed up a lot when you were younger. Okay. I don't know that it was an objective thing for you, but it makes me feel like sensing his presence. I also feel that he's given me 2 years. He's saying in the last 2 years has been the most intense time that you have felt his presence. Do you understand why he would say that?
Yes.
Okay. We will have a lifetime together where we're both here.
That's beautiful.
We will.
Okay.
And until then, I'm going to be around. And then when you come to the other side, you'll remember everything again. But we are meant to have a lifetime when we're together. I'm going to leave you with all of their love.
Thank you.
You're welcome.